Okay. So this is the Graphy website. When you go to the website and you log in, okay, this is my master login. So my login will look different, but you will see your registered courses. So when you go to the Excel 0 to Hero course page, that in that course page you will see that there are some recordings which are already uploaded. There are some recorded lectures which I had taken in the past. I had uploaded that, so you can watch them, and whatever classes we will take live, that will already will be shown over here. I'm just showing you, it's just opening. So I will show you where you will get all the resources, and all whatever practice sheets and whatever Excel sheet I'll be using in the course, that also would be downloadable from this course itself. So this is the course. So when you see the course curriculum, this course builder would be there, or this page will be there where you will see the content of the course. So here you will see these introduction to Excel. So Excel for beginners, 4 easy way to launch Excel in Windows. So as someone was saying that how to launch Excel, so this video I've already created and it's already recorded and uploaded on the course, right? So when you click on this, the video will open and you will be able to see the video here itself. You don't have to go to any other browser or any YouTube or something like that. Duration of the video is 2 minutes. You will be able to see this link over here. So you will click on this and the video will play, right? So this is one thing. Secondly, whatever notes I would
Can't
be
hear
sharing,
you.
I will be uploading it here. So this is one sheet PDF which I shared, basic formulas and functions. So when you click on this, you will be able to see the material here. Whatever written material I want to share as a notes, that would be visible. Okay, and you would be able to download it also. So you can scroll through the pages and read it, and even download it, right? So this is how this entire thing is discussed, is made created. So you will be seeing that we will be covering, let me talk about the coverage also, because some people had this question like what all we are going to learn in this particular course. So basically we are going to cover uh, 6 modules in this particular course. The first module will relate to, just a minute, Excel essentials, which will cover like Excel screen, basic formulas and functions. Okay, the layout and all these things, settings. Second module will be formulas and mastery. So we will work on 100 plus formulas which are required to day-to-day processing. Then we'll also see how to do data analytics in Excel, different techniques like power pivot and all these things. Then visualizing the data for impact, like charting, how to create charts, how to create dynamic charts. Then we'll see advanced formatting techniques, like creating dashboards and all. And the last module will be automation and AI, impact of AI into Excel. So this is the curriculum that would be covered. So it is a 30 hours, or you can say 30 sessions will be taking of 1 hour each. So that will be uh, the course flow. Okay, so whatever recordings I've already uploaded, you can watch it uh, side by side, and whatever classes I'll be doing on a daily basis, I'll be uploading that recording. Okay, and I will name it as a date of the class and class 1 and 2. So these are already the contents which we'll be putting. Okay, so some of the contents are you might say coming soon. So they will be uploaded once we complete the session. Okay, so this is how the course is going to be. Okay, I hope it solve your query as to how you're going to cover this course, right?
Yes, 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 sir.
Yes. And whenever a class is happening, you will get an email notification on your email. So just be sure that you keep checking your mail, so you will get a notification. And today it was an open class, so we have kept it in Google Meet. The remaining classes will happen through Zoom, and that is integrated in this platform itself. So you will be joining through the Zoom link, which will be you will be getting on your email. No separate link will be shared in any other group, but yeah, this is how we are going to work. Okay, now I am directly starting with the Excel screen. So I hope you can see my Excel. My Excel screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So when I'm sharing my screen, I'll not be able to see the chat. So I would prefer request you all to be active in the chat box, to be active in the mic. You can unmute and answer some of the queries, or whenever I am asking questions, you can reply, so that I come to know that you are following me. Okay. So just a minute. So let us start now. First of all, I'm using Excel 365. Okay, you might be having a different version of Excel. So I will request everyone to be on mute so that. Okay, so I was saying that I am using Excel 365. Okay, so just drop in a message like what version of Excel you're using, because some of the commands that I'm going to show you, some of the functions will not work in a Excel which is 2016 or 19. So how do you check what version of Excel you're using? So when you click on the file menu and you go to account, in the account you will be able to see what product of Microsoft you are using. So I'm using a Microsoft 365, which is a updated product. It is a subscription product, and I'm also using the beta channel. So I'm also using as a developer, I am work using Excel. So if you want to use as a developer, then you have to select this. You, it is possible only with 365, and then you have to change your channel, and you have to apply for this beta channel. Okay, basically what is the difference? In beta channel you get all the latest update, and whatever changes is happening in the Excel, that gets reflected over here. Okay, so I'm using 365 Excel. Okay, so and this is the theme color you can change. So suppose you want to put a white color, this is how you can change the theme color. Okay, so these are some basic settings that we'll be starting with. So this is the first thing that I want to show you, that I'm using 365. You might be using different Excel. Okay, now most of the things will be same, but some of the things might be different. Now whenever we are working with Excel, the first thing is that in the we let us we will start with the basic terminologies first. So I will explain all the terminologies, what is called what, so that you don't uh, your basics are very strong. Okay, so the first icon that you see is basically it helps you in restoring or minimizing or closing your Excel. When you press Alt F4, you will be able to close your Excel. So there are four ways of opening Excel. Okay, one is when you press the window button, you can type Excel in the search bar. It will appear as an application. You will click on this and Excel will open. That is how most of the people open Excel. Secondly, you can press the window R button, window and R. That will open the run command. Here also you can type Excel and you can enter. Again, this is the second way of using the opening up Excel sheet. Okay, once you open this Excel, once your Excel is open, then the third way is if you have any Excel file on your desktop, you can click on it and Excel will open. The fourth way is you can right click on your desktop and you can click on new, and you can create a new Excel file, and that is how you can open Excel. But the most important and most easiest way, I would say, is to pin your Excel to your dashboard, to your desktop. So how do you pin any software or any application? You simply search for that application in your Windows. Okay, so this is Excel. Now I want to pin it. I will right click on this, and you will have an option of pin to desktop. So since it is already pinned, it will not show. Let me show you with this Microsoft Clip Jam. Suppose I want to use it, I use it regularly. I can pin it to my desktop, and I will be able to easily open it, right? So once the Excel is open, let me just admit some people. So once the Excel is open, then there are two, three things that we can do. First, you can create a new workbook, or you can work with a already existing workbook. Okay. Now, whenever you are working with the already existing workbook, then the data would be there. But whenever you are creating a new workbook, you have to start from the very beginning. Okay. So I hope my Excel is visible to everyone now. Excel screen you can see.
Yes.
Yes. So whenever you close your Excel, it will open a documentary recovery task pane. So if you are working on something and you accidentally closed Excel, it will give you a chance to recover that workbook. So how it happens? Because Excel records your work in a memory, in a temporary memory, which you can recall, which you can recover your work without actually even saving Excel. So we will look into some basic settings today as is required while working with Excel. Okay, so just give me a minute. Let me just add a few people who are there. The queue. And by the in the meanwhile, you can just mention whatever like what Excel's version you are using. Are you using 365 or not? So that I come to know that. Okay. So now let me come to my Excel screen. Okay. So this is a blank Excel screen. Now my Excel will look different as compared to your Excel, because I have put some add-ins, multiple add-ins over here. So it will look very clumsy, but you might have limited options over here. Okay. So this, as I showed you, this is the icon of Excel. Okay, and when you click on this, you get three options: restore, minimize, or close. Suppose you are working on Excel and then someone comes and you don't want to show what you are working on, you can minimize this Excel. Okay, once you minimize, you will be back to your dashboard or any other window that is open. You can again click on it and it will get minimized, maximized. Okay, this is called as a workbook. Book 1 is a default name which is given to any Excel file which you are working, which you open. So we will rename it as Excel 0 to Hero class 1. Okay. So this is the name of the file I have given, and I am saving it on desktop, and I will click on save. So this is the title of the sheet. So this is saved to PC. Now when you are using 365, you have an option to log in to your account, your Microsoft account or your Gmail account, and you have the option to save your work on Drive, also on Google Drive. Okay, so you can, when you click on save as, here I have two options. One is a personal OneDrive or other location. If I select OneDrive, then my file will be uploaded to on cloud on my OneDrive, and I would be able to open this file from anywhere, from any device. I need not use my same laptop or PC where I'm working. I can open that Excel from cloud. Okay, so that is the benefit of having the latest version of Excel. Okay, now this is a search bar. You can find out anything that you want to look into, or any command or any formula. If you don't know, you can search for it, right? The second, this is the first bar. You see here, you have minimize, maximize and close button. When you close this, the Excel application will close. Click on this. So this is called as a menu bar, the file menu. When you click on the file menu, you get different options. These are the files which I recently worked on, and it is showing good morning, good evening based on the time zone that you are traveling into. Okay, now these are called as tabs. So I have home tab, insert, data, page layout, draw, formula, review, developer. Now these are some additional ribbons which I have, or what I can say, uh, additional tabs I have created, okay, which you might not have. I will tell you how to introduce this while we as we proceed in this course. Okay, right now you just need to know that this is called as a title bar, this is called as a menu bar, or you can say different tabs, and this is called as a ribbon. Now the ribbon is divided into different sections. Okay, so this section, each section has different icons which serve a different purpose. So each section has icons which share different purpose. So what we as a Excel user are supposed to remember is that what uh, icons or what commands are there in which ribbon. So suppose I want to do any formatting, then all the formatting tools are available in the home tab. If I want to insert any image in my Excel, then I have to go to the insert menu. If I want to apply any validation rule to my Excel, I have to go to the data tab. If I want to apply any protection to my Excel sheet, I want to save it with a password, I have to go to the review tab. So each tab have a different purpose, and each tab, when you click on each tab, you will be seeing a ribbon. A ribbon has a set of commands. Okay, so when you click on a different tab, the ribbon changes. Okay, so I think so far whatever I'm explaining, you are understanding it. Is it going good? Can anyone unmute and reply?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, okay. See, the benefit of joining a live class is that you can
Yes.
interact. Yeah, so I would like people to interact or at least say yes or no, so that I also understand that things are going in the right direction. Okay, so these are called as ribbons, and you have commands, and this bar, this is called as a quick access toolbar. Okay, now why, what is the need of having this additional bar? You can actually remove this also, you can hide this also. So what was the need? Suppose I can hide even this also, I can collapse this ribbon. So my Excel looks very clean now. Okay, so there are some buttons over here, but whenever you are using Excel and you want to do any formatting, okay, suppose I have written my name over here, Alok Sethi, and I want to make it bold. So there are two ways of doing it. So I go to the home tab. In the home tab, and I go to font section, and there is a button called as B. When I click on this, it will make it bold. This was one way. Okay. Now, what is the another way? Suppose I write Excel here and I want to make it bold. I can simply press a shortcut key Control B and it will make it bold. Right? So the point what I want to make here is, if you want to use Excel like a champ or a pro, okay, if you want to become a pro in Excel, then you should learn all the shortcut keys. So this is something which is very important and which is very close to my heart. Whenever I teach Excel, I like insist on covering all the important shortcut keys, and we will be covering 100 plus shortcut keys in this particular course also. So if you want to become fast and proficient in Excel, uh, you should be having a command over the different shortcut keys which are there, and I'll make sure that I will teach you all these, okay, so as to save your time. Okay, so this is called as a title bar, this is called as a menu bar, which has different tabs. These are different tabs. When you click on each tab, you get a ribbon. This ribbon has a button over here, which this button you can fix it, and you can say always show ribbon, so it will not move from its place, right? And in that ribbon you will get quick access toolbar also. Now, why we require quick access toolbar? So as I was saying that each ribbon has different set of commands and it becomes difficult to remember all this, okay, what is where. So to solve this problem, Excel says that if you don't if you can't remember, then what we can do is you can customize your toolbar, and whatever uh, commands you are using very frequently, you can add it and customize it over here. Okay, so I've customized these toolbar. It's a double toolbar in my case. Okay, in your case it will be very simple, you might have or you might not have this. Okay, but I have put this these many items. Okay, now how you can also add this. Okay, so I will be talking about this, I will be explaining this, but let us first have a look at the interface. This session we will be talking about how to work with Excel, and then I will show you how actually we have to work, right? So this is called as a name box. So it tells you which cell you are at. Okay, now there would be many people who are using already using Excel, or you must have already used Excel at your work or maybe in the past. I have a question for everyone. How many total number of rows are there in Excel? What are the total number of rows in Excel? Anyone who can answer this question? You can type it in the chat box or you can unmute and answer. How many total number of rows are there in Excel?
Uh, I don't know the exact number, but it's
Hmm.
somewhat around 10 lakhs.
10 lakhs. Okay. So you are close to the number 10 lakhs or 1 million, but I'll show you the exact number. Now, how will we navigate from row number one? So see, this is called as a name box. This A1 is a cell address. It is a cell. Excel is made up of rows and columns. So these horizontal are called as rows, and these A, B, C, D are called as columns. Wherever there is a row and column intersecting, that is called as a cell. In that cell you can type, so I've typed my name over here. It is in cell number C3. The address of this name is C3. So I'm at C3, I'm at cell number C3. Okay, when I move here, I'm at B3. So this is how using the arrow buttons you can navigate in Excel. Now suppose I want to go to the last cell in Excel. So what I will do is I will just keep holding my down arrow and it will take me one by one to this. It will take a lot of time. So we have a scroll button over here, scroll bar over here. This called as a scroll bar. I can scroll down, but still I have to go down, है ना, one by one. So control and down arrow. If you press control and down arrow, it will take you to the last cell of Excel. And now, can you, Santosh, can you read the number?
Yeah.
What is the last? Yeah.
Uh, 10 lakh 48,576.
Correct. So these many rows are there in Excel. So Excel can support data up to 10 lakh 48,576. That was all about rows. But what about columns? Because Excel is made up of rows and columns. So rows we have 10 lakh 48,576. What about columns? How many columns are there in Excel?
Around 16,000.
Around 16,000, right? But what is the exact number?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay. So let us check. So when I told you how to scroll down, you press the control key and the right down arrow. It will take you to the last cell. When you want to go to the last column, again you press the control key and the right arrow key. It will take you to the last column. But what do you see here written? Last column पे क्या लिखा
X
है?
XFT
XFD. Okay, there is no number here. Now, what is the meaning of XFD? How many alphabets are there in English?
26.
26.
26.
Z is the 26th alphabet, right? So, what happens after Z in Excel? What happens after Z in Excel? Let us see that. So, when the column Z gets over, then we have double A, AB, AC, like that until AZ. So, can you tell me what will be the column number for AZ? What should
52.
be the column
52.
number for AZ? Knowledge
52.
of maths, 52, right? 26 plus 26, 52. Then you have BA and so on, BA, CA, DA. So this is how we reach to XFD, except C. Okay. Now, if I want to find out what is the number, simply there is a function in Excel called as column. Column. Most of the people don't know this. So it is giving me a number. Now what is that number? 16,383, isn't it?
383.
Correct.
Yeah.
So 16383 is the number of columns which are there in Excel. Okay. So these many number of rows and these many number of columns. Now, if I ask you how many cells are there in Excel, what would be your answer? How many cell? A cell is the intersection of row and column.
How- it would be the product of rows and columns.
Correct. So to do that calculation, we will first type equals to, and then we'll type this number 10,48,576 multiply by 16,383, and this number has come up. Okay. So these many number of columns, the cells are there. Okay, you can, now you want to put a comma to read, so you can put a comma, but I don't want a decimal. I can remove the decimals also. Okay, so this is how you enter any value in the cell. Okay, now this rows is equal to 1048,576. This I have written. Is this written in say cell number A1 or B1?
A1.
A1. But it is
A1.
overlapping B1. But it is overlapping B1. If I type something in B1, suppose I type total number of rows here. So what happens is you can see only 10 comma but not the other numbers, and here this is overlapping. Okay, if I say total number of columns, then you will not be able to see the number. That means Excel is made in such a manner that the one column length, if it is less and there are more characters in that column, it will overlap the other one. So what we need to do is we need to drag and make it bigger so that they are separated, and now I can read what is in column A and what is in column B. Correct. I am teaching very basics because I am assuming that some people are using or working with Excel for the first time, but that will be only today. Okay, from tomorrow we'll start with the very thing, but these things are very important. And see why it is important to tell you all this, because there are multiple things of doing the same thing in Excel. Suppose you want to align, you want to change the column width for all the cells, right? So one by one you will have to do it, right? But if you want to do the entire column width change, then you can click on this arrow over here. It will select the entire Excel workbook, and when you double click on any between any two columns, double click on any between any two columns, you will be able to auto align the space between them. Now suppose I type 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 over here. it will automatically be aligned based on the space it is taking. Suppose I type ABC and I press enter. This is having empty space, so I can double click, it will adjust is to the space the character is required. Okay, so these are some basic things. Okay, so this is the cell number A2, which is the active cell. Now what is the active cell? Active cell is that cell where you see this green border. Okay, green grid lines. Okay, this is the active cell. That means we, when we type, it will be typed over here. Now what is this? This is called as a formula bar. This is the formula bar. So it will show you all the calculations that you do. Suppose I have done a multiplication over here. This number is a result of a product of two numbers, but it is not showing me that formula over here. But when I come here and I look at the formula bar, I will be able to see the calculation. So this is the formula bar. When I click on this fx, it will show me the insert function. Whatever functions are there, I can insert any function over here from them.
Sir,
Then
one
these are rows and these are columns. Yes.
sir, actually 16,384 showing in mine the columns. So it is differing for differ or like that. What is the
Oh,
last
sorry.
cell?
16384 only. I had put the formula in the wrong cell actually. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So 16384. Yeah.
okay, okay, fine.
You are right.
So सेम लाइक मीन्स लाइक कलम के जैसे आप फंक्शन लगाया तो रो के है क्या वैसा?
हाँ, रो के लिए भी है ना, रो का फंक्शन का नाम है रो।
ओके,
देखिए
हाँ
ये
ठीक।
7 लिख के आ गया, बट रो में लगाने
ठीक।
का जरूरत नहीं होता है। वी डोंट रिक्वायर टू कीप अ फॉर्मूला फॉर रो बिकॉज रो इज ऑलरेडी नंबर्ड, राइट?
यस, यस, करेक्ट,
So
करेक्ट।
but there is a formula to find. Suppose you are somewhere here, अगर आप आगे भी चले जाते हैं, row number is always visible, right? So you can any time at any point of time you can find out what is the row number, but column number they are
करेक्ट।
in alphabet, so it is difficult. Suppose I want to find what is the, which is this column AJ, I can simply
ओके।
type column over here and I will be able to see it is column number 36. Okay. Now,
ओके, ओके।
having showed you this, let me show you one more thing which people don't know. Now, you go to file menu and you come to options. Okay, we'll do some settings over here. So in this now you get a dialog box. This is called as a dialog box. Whatever window which is opened when you open any command, this is called as a dialog box because you can interact with this. You can do a dialog. Now, in this, we will go to the formula tab. In the formulas tab, there is something called as calculation options, which say automatic, partial, manual, maximum iterations. All these things are there. Will not disturb this. Now, working with formulas, there is a something called as R1C1 reference style. Okay, so change the way Excel formulas refer to cell. So as I told you that Excel, there's a cell name which is showing B4. So it is referring to the column number B and the row number 4. Now when I select R1 C1 style, R stands for row and C stands for column. So instead of using letter for column and number for rows, this option enables you using number for both rows and columns. Okay, so I'll put a tick over here and I'll click on OK. And now you will see something different in the Excel sheet. Now what do you see now?
यस।
What do you see now? You see the
रोज
number
एंड
in the
कॉलम।
column itself. You see the number of columns, right?
करेक्ट, करेक्ट।
Suppose now, earlier if you would have noticed, suppose I write 20 over here and I write 30 over here, and I want to multiply these two numbers 20 into 30. So how can I do that? I'll say equals to, I'll select this cell 20. Now this is not showing me B5, it is showing me R1C1. And when I multiply and put a operator, multiplication product operator, and I'll select this one, it will again show me R minus 1 and C. Okay, and when I enter, it will show me 600. But this is not actually a proper way to use Excel, because we work with lot of formulas and lot of things, so they should have a proper reference. Okay, so we will uncheck this and click on OK. Again, everything will be back to normal. You will have column numbers here, you will have row number over here. Now if I check on this 600, now what it is showing me in the formula bar,
Yeah,
what it is
now it
showing
is
me,
correct.
yeah, b5 into c5. So it is taking the value from b5 and it is taking the value from c5 and giving us the result. Now if I change any value in the b5 and c5, will the result change?
Yes.
Yes. So suppose I make it
Yes.
200, तो ये 6000 हो जाएगा, 6000 हो जाएगा. It has become 6000. If I make it 400, it will become 80,000 because of the referencing. Okay. Now if I delete one number, it will become 0, because anything multiplied with blank is 0. If I put a negative number, it will give me a answer in negative. Okay. If I put a alphabet and there is a number and I'm multiplying, what do I get? Tell me. What would happen if I
It will
multiply?
show, it will show error, I think.
It will show error. Let us see. Yes, it is showing an error. So error is a value error. So it is not able to understand what you are doing. Suppose I add 100 ABC. Again it will show the same value error, because this is not fitting this as a number. And when I put only 100, it will give me the result. Now one more thing I want to show you. See, these are very small things, but I believe in deep analysis of everything and observation also. Now suppose I type ABC in Excel and I press enter. Where is the alignment of ABC in the cell? Towards the left or towards the right?
Sorry
Sir,
to interrupt, Alok. There is some external noise from I'm not sure.
Uh, I don't hear any noise as such. I think I will request everyone to be on mute. But yeah,
नहीं सर, आपके साइड से थोड़ा मीन्स लाइक ये साउंड अलग से आ रहा है, तो इसलिए
from my side,
नेटवर्क के
is it so?
लिए ये. यस यस.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. Let
अच्छा, आपका
me
आपका साथ क्लियर वॉइस नहीं आ रहा है.
एक मिनट.
कुछ कुछ उधर में लूज वगैरह.
Is it now clear? अभी ठीक है?
हाँ, यस, हाँ अभी क्लियर है.
No,
Okay,
it's better now.
okay. I was logged in from my other device also, so as to see the. I think that was making a noise. Okay. Anyways, so what I was saying is that ABC, when I write, where it is aligned, in what cell area, it is aligned
That's
towards the
it.
left, right?
Yeah.
But when I type any number 1, 2, 3
ये,
and
हाँ ये
press
राइट में.
enter, it is aligned towards the right. So this is
करेक्ट.
again a default setting of Excel. Whenever you type any alphabet, they will be aligned towards the left hand side, and whenever you type any number, it will be aligned to the right hand side. Okay. Now suppose you want to align it in the center. How will you do it? So there are two ways of doing it. Okay. The one and the most natural way of using or doing is by clicking on this alignment, and there are 6 alignment feature over here. I'll zoom in the screen to show you. Okay, so there are 6 alignment options over here. This is called as top align, this is called as middle align, this is called as bottom align. So by default it is bottom align, and this is called as left align, this is called as middle align, center line, and this is called as right align. Okay, now I want to bring it into center, so I'll click on this center. So it has come to the center of the bottom alignment. Now if I want to bring it into the middle of the cell, I will click on the middle alignment. So now you will see ABC in the middle of the center, middle and center of the cell. Is it? Now the same thing I want to do with 1, 2, 3. Now how would I do it? Tell me. 1, 2, 3 also I want to bring it into the center and middle.
Same we can do alignment.
Same I can do with this alignment, and I'll click on this center, and I'll click on this middle one. Okay, but there is one more way of doing it, okay, without actually going there. Okay, now I'm showing you how I intend to teach you an Excel and how you are supposed to learn and use Excel. Okay, so we will not use the mouse while working with Excel. We will try to use our keyboard as much as possible. Wherever it is not possible, we will go to the touchpad of the laptop or the mouse. Okay, so I will press some shortcut key, and you have to tell me whether the previous option was better or this option looks better. Okay. Okay, so just a minute. Now this has come into center. Okay, I did not go to this button and I clicked on it. Okay, but I what it come to the center. How? And how many shortcut key I had to press for this? So let me tell you. Whenever you want to do any formatting, suppose I want to put a underline, I will press Ctrl U. Underline will come. I want to make it bold. I'll press Ctrl B. It will be bold. When I want to make it italic, Control I, it will be italic. So Control and these key will help you in formatting. But if you want to change the alignment, there is no shortcut key with the Control. So the next important key is Alt. When you press Alt, so do you see any change on my screen on the headers, on the what you can say ribbon or all the tabs?
Yes.
Yes, you see,
Yes.
yes, you see all the shortcut keys getting activated. All the these are called as hotkeys. Okay, all the shortcut keys are getting activated. Now we want to go to the home tab because I know that alignment is there in the home tab. So I have to press H next. So Alt and H. When I press the H key, I am entering the home tab. Now in the home tab, as I told you that there are different commands, but I want to go to the alignment part of it. Now can anyone tell me what is the shortcut key written below alignment?
ZA.
So I'll press ZA. So when I press ZA, now it is showing me all the different keys which are there. Now suppose I want to move my text towards the left. Okay. So what key I should press? Left में ले जाना है.
AL.
AL. So I'll press AL. ठीक है. Now people will say कि sir why to do all this? We can simply do this and bring it over here. कहीं पे भी ले जाना है इतना easily हो जाएगा. इतना difficult क्यों करना है चीज़ों को? ठीक है. So it might look difficult in the beginning, but it is it when you are accustomed or you are using it, it become very fast. So Alt H. Now suppose I am giving you a different example. I want to change the font color. Okay. So to change the font color, I have already in the home tab. I press Alt H. Now font under the below the font section. What do you see? ZF. ZF. So now the font section is open, and font color I want to change. So the shortcut key by logic also it is FC. So when I click on FC, you can see the panel color panel has opened, and now I can select any particular color. Even I don't have to move my mouse. I can use the arrow key, and now I've changed the color to ABC. If I want to increase the font size, what I need to do? Alt H. Again, going back to the home tab, Alt H. One more thing, whenever you're inside any cell, okay, so you need to understand this. When you double click, you enter into a cell and you can do any changes. EBC, EQR, I can type. But when I'm outside cell and if I type anything, what will happen? previous text will go away. So this is also important.
सर पीछे वही सेम सेम आपका वॉइस हो रहा है.
ब्रेक हो रहा है वॉइस या डिस्टरबेंस आ रहा है?
यस यस डिस्टर्बेंस आ रहा है मीन्स लाइक आपका.
Okay, just a minute. Let me do one thing. Let me put up my video. Maybe because of this internet issue, you might facing this. Okay, now is it better or same?
The same, sir.
सेम सर.
I don't see the reason for this disturbance.
आपका
हाँ,
आपका कनेक्शन ठीक है ना मीन्स लाइक.
connection ठीक है. I think the internet is not a problem.
इंटरनेट नथिंग प्रॉब्लम करना इंटरनेट ओके बट कहीं पे.
Okay, anyways, actually when I'm teaching, I'm not concentrating on anything except what I'm saying. So I don't hear anything. मतलब I get lost when I'm teaching. So I'm focusing. So I think if you also focus on you go deep into Excel, you will not hear anything apart from my voice. Okay, let us keep aside the technical things and all these things. Okay, disturbances. But if you focus on what I'm saying, then you
अभी
will be able to
अभी
hear.
ठीक आ रहा है सर.
अभी ठीक आ रहा है ना? अभी मैं थोड़ा जोर से भी बोल रहा हूँ
हाँ ना
तो
अभी क्लियर हो गया. पता नहीं कैसे हो जाता है बीच बीच में.
चलिए कोई नहीं फाइन फाइन. सो आई वाज सेइंग इज कि व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग इज कि वी हैव टू लर्न अ लॉट ऑफ शॉर्टकट कीज and this is the first class, so I'm just trying to make you comfortable with Excel. And the other thing is that we will learn how to navigate also. So when you are navigating, there are some shortcut keys which you there are some keys, actually not shortcut keys, some keys which you have to use very frequently. I'm just writing their names over here. So one is the control key, second one is the shift, then alt, then enter, space bar, okay, and escape, esc, tab, and the arrow keys. So these key combinations will help you in navigating to the Excel and to work with the Excel sheet. Okay, and right, I think I've not missed on any. There is one more which is function keys. Okay, so these keys are important in working with Excel. Okay, and these were the some of the basic things that I covered today. Okay, I'll take 2 more minutes and then we'll wind up this session. Okay, I'll just explain the interface. So this is the layout of Excel. Here you have these sheets. So you might see 3 sheets as a default in your Excel. I have 5 sheets. These are custom settings. When you click on this plus button, you will be able to insert more sheets also. Okay, and you can move these sheets. So this I can just drag and drop and it will be placed after 5, and this also I can drag and drop. Okay, and then these are different views. Okay, so this shows you that there are 7 sheets. We are on sheet number 1 of 7. Workbook statistics, when you click on this, it will show you how many cells are there, how many are having tables, how many formulas are there, how many cells are empty, or all these things. Then you will have different views, like this is the normal view, this is the page layout. When you want to take a printout, you will be able to see like this, and this is a page break preview. So suppose I want to merge two pages and I want this to become page number 1, 2, 3. I can do the page breakup like this. Okay, and I can again come back to normal view. This is the zoom slider. So basically this is the Excel screen. Okay, whatever we will be doing in this area only, and with these functions and commands. Okay, and here whatever work you do, you save it. Okay, so there are 2 buttons which are important. One is a save, and then there is save as. Okay, So some people will find a floppy kind of button over here. When you click on this, it will automatically save. I don't have this, so you can press Control S, that is the shortcut key, or this save button, Control S. So you click on this, it will automatically save. And I've turned the auto save on, so my Excel automatically saves my work in the duration which I've specified, like 3 minutes or 5 minutes or so. And once you have once you want if you want to keep another copy, you can click on save as or save a copy. And then this I had saved on my drive, I want to keep one copy on my desktop also. So I'll go to browse and I will select desktop, and I will save this. Now, one thing, a small thing that people don't focus on is author. You can put the name, your name over here. Generally, it is admin by default, but you can put your name and also the name of your organization also, or maybe your designation, whatever. So whenever you are sharing this file with anyone, they come to know who is the owner of this file, or who is the person who should be head responsible for the data which is there. Okay, so if the file is already shared, it will ask you to replace, and this is how you will save the file. Once the work is over, then you can close the Excel by different ways. First one is to press this red button over here, it will close. And the shortcut key, as I believe in shortcut key is Alt plus F4. So when you press Alt F4, it will close your Excel. Okay, it will ask you whether you want to save the changes or don't save. Always click on save, and that's it. Your Excel will application will get closed. If there is the only one application, suppose you have open multiple files. So here there is book 3 which I had opened, so I have to again click on Alt F4. This will close this sheet also. This time it did not ask me for this thing. It did not prompt me to save my work because there was no work done on that sheet. Okay, so with this we will end up today's session here, and I hope whosoever had attended today, I did not see the participant, now I can see. So Parag, I hope you had understood. Pavan, Sandy, Satyajit, and Sethi.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
It
so
was a
it was
great
nice.
session, Alok.
Okay, thank you. So looking forward to see you tomorrow again. And in case you miss any class, I will be adding all the people into my group also. Those who have joined and those who are continuing with this course. Okay, in that group, we will keep it open for everyone to put their queries or anything. But yeah, whatever I'm doing, today is the first class, so you don't have to practice anything. But tomorrow, we will follow a schedule. I will share the schedule also in the group, and we will do that. Okay, so 9 to 10 will be the class, and it might get extended by 5-10 minutes. Okay, so this recording will also be uploaded on the portal, and you will be able to watch it uh, tomorrow. Okay, I'll upload it in the night. By tomorrow you will be able to access this recording. So signing off, and good night to everyone. And if you find this interesting, and if you have people whom you can share this, do share this information that we are having this live match, and they can take the benefit of it. Okay, so thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.